Hi people, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sandra here and I'm back again with another video from Douglas Murray. And this video is most of us are tired of it. Should we apologize for the past?
To be genuinely proud.
So with no further ado, let's just hop right into this video.
To be genuinely proud of our great countries, both America and United Kingdom, two of the greatest countries in the world. It's almost like every day now, somebody somewhere, normally on the left, the woke left, is queuing up to find a reason to hate the countries and their histories.
Well, it's a kind of grievance competition. Your guest earlier just tried to engage in it. I don't know what hurt she believes she's had from slavery. All of this was addressed 2 centuries ago. Everything has consequences. All history has consequences and ramifications. But, if we were to play this fairly, we would at least look at all of the countries around the world that engaged in the slave trade who are simply not interested in any form of reparations. The Ottoman Empire, all the Arab countries who not just traded far more slaves than across the Atlantic, but castrated all the men so that there wouldn't be any more African slaves after them. They worked them to the bone. I see no interest across Africa in paying reparations for selling their brother and sister Africans into slavery or for working them to the bone to the present day. There is slavery across Africa today. In fact, there are more slaves in the world today than there were at the height of the transatlantic slave trade. So some of us are simply a bit bored of hearing people ripping at closed wounds and then crying about their hurt or their presumed hurt, because everybody could do this. 1 million Europeans were stolen by North Africans over the course of decades of the North African Barbary pirate slave trade. Where would you end if you did that? The answer is you couldn't end, because nobody is alive who has actually suffered the hurt, and nobody is alive who did the wrong. And I'd make one other point, if I may. It's always the countries that people want to come to who are put through this struggle session. Britain, like America and France, are the most desired destinations for migrants worldwide and have been for centuries. Why is that? It's not because we're racist, it's because we're better. It's because we're good. It's because when we see racism, we actually call it out and recognize it as a sin. Try finding that across Africa. Try finding that across the Middle East or in China. Nobody would hear. So what we have is a situation where the more virtuous countries are presented as the worst countries. It's sick, and most of us are tired of it.
Thank you, Douglas.
I am so sorry that Douglas is bored by the pain that has come from
That's not what he said.
Through slavery.
He didn't say. But what you're doing there, but hang on, Paula. Paula, you're being very disingenuous. That's not what he said.
I am.
And viewers aren't stupid. They know exactly what he said. He's not saying he's bored by the pain. He's saying, and I think it's a perfectly valid point, the pain that people who are alive today are claiming they're suffering for what happened 200 or 300 years, it's not a real pain. They're not the ones who suffered what was going on 200 or 300 years ago.
So in terms of justice for all, I mean, I think we'd all agree that there should be justice.
Well, I'm not suffering from when the Normans invaded this country.
Agree.
I'm not suffering from what my ancestors went through.
I noticed that I'm not being allowed to respond.
Or from the Romans. In other words, where do you take this? I mean, should I now be feeling pain from what the Romans did to this country?
In terms of slavery, I can take it to 2015, when the slave owners were compensated by the government. So I can take it to that extent.
Where does your personal pain come?
And I can say to you that I don't think that apologising is a bad thing. I think that apologising for a wrong is a good thing. I think that the Dutch royal family have done a fantastic thing in acknowledging what has gone wrong.
Okay, I hear you, but
I
honestly think it'll make no difference at all.
As I've actually been thinking about this. Most of these blacks who are their sole purpose in life is to fight for their ancestors, is to fight for the black rights, right? What do you guys know you're fighting for actually? Because every form of information you have about the slave trade, the war, is literally the set of information that every other person has. You never experience anything firsthand nor secondhand, right? These things has been settled, as Douglas stated, and you're on here trying to fight for something. So what exactly are they fighting for? Because I believe that everything has a cause, everything has an aim. So if they're seeking for some sort of like reparation from who do they want to apologize for what, right? Let's say, for instance, now Donald Trump is on seats. Donald Trump had nothing to do with the slave trade, right? And somebody wants him to apologize for something he didn't do. And who is he even going to apologize to? He's going to apologize to you for what? Being born by generations of slaves? Like, what exactly? It's so messy, okay? In my opinion, it's so messy and inconsequential. I don't know. I'm just a firm believer of doing things that really makes a difference, a positive difference. Like, if you, I don't know, like, just going in circles is really not taking you anywhere. Like, who is that lady? Who's she? What did she suffer? What did her grandparents suffer? What did her parents suffer? What did her grandparents' parents suffer? Like, what did you suffer? If you did suffer something, I believe that the Constitution of this day is going to fight for you. The Constitution of this day is going to give you your due rights. So if you know you did suffer something, bring evidence, let us see things, okay? Like, we just keep on talking. Look, what he said, it's not only France, the United States, and the United Kingdom that, had slaves. It's not. So I've always been wondering, why are they always only attacking these nations? Why? Because they're one of the greatest, right? And now it's puzzling why you are opportune to be in one of the greatest nations, right? And instead of you to try to see how you can use that to liberate yourself from whatever it is you think you're going through, you're trying to take the country back to years of non-progressive activities. Like, I don't know what the aim is or what the sole purpose is, but it's not clear on me, and I'm actually very curious because it's getting boring. Like, it's the same line as Douglas said. It's the same old line, to be honest. But I don't know. I mean, solidarity to who's right. I stand in solidarity to who's right, to be honest. We did get into this, okay? So let me know what you think about this video down in the comment box. Please do share your opinions, your thoughts with me. I am really going to appreciate it because, that's what we're here, okay? Let's put our heads together, share opinions or thoughts, and yeah, just put our heads together, basically. Please do give this video a big like if you did like it, and comment opinions and just your views on everything, and hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of this awesome lit space. I'm really going to appreciate it. But upon to the very next one, people, let us keep on staying safe and healthy. So, bye.